How's it going, guys? Pops Momentum here. This is day 19 of the $400 to $1 million trading challenge. As you can see, we're up just over $33 in the account today. Guys, today was insane, man. I even could have done way better than this, but I came into the day using small size because, Ross had back-to-back red days last week, Thursday and Friday. I almost did super small green day on Thursday, red day on Friday. I didn't expect anything today. I had to come play it safe, and that did end up being the wrong move, but there was no way for me to know that. Guys, we got a monstrous move on OCTO. This is a stock I've traded many times before, bit of a popper and dropper. I had news today, Bitcoin treasury news, that was a headline we've seen a million times the past few months. It was a super hot headline couple months ago. Every time a company put out news that had anything to do with that, it would just go nuts. But then it kind of stopped working. Couple pump and dumps with it happened, and then people just didn't trust the headline anymore. But looks like it's back, guys. This is just ridiculous. Biggest single day move I've actually ever witnessed. So not the fastest move I've ever witnessed, but biggest move I've ever witnessed. Just ridiculous. And believe it or not, well, actually, on my other account, my last exit was on this candle, just below 20. But on this account, my last trade was on this candle, man. Oh my goodness. And look at this run. Look at what I missed out on. See, I don't actually feel any FOMO, though. I've been doing this type of trading for over a year, and been trading for over 2 years, but ever since I started, I've basically missed no days. I think I've taken maybe 3 no trade days since I started, and probably only not gotten up early like maybe 10 to 15 days. I've seen it all, guys, and I've missed it all. I've seen a million insane moves that I've missed, so I feel pretty immune to FOMO at this point. Seeing this happen just makes me excited. I hope this sparks some insane momentum. Still, there's a tiny bit, there's a little bit of just, what could have been, but it's all good. Didn't get any crazy trades on it on this account or my other account, unfortunately, but actually traded it a bit better on my other account. But anyways, guys, let's go over the actual trades today. Took 9 trades today, way more than normal, but for good reason. 8 of my trades being on this stock. My first entry was on this candle as it broke above this candle's high, looking for the squeeze through the pre-market high, and right before 7 a.m. volume, looking for that. Sold on this candle right at 7 a.m. as it flipped red. Anticipated a dump there, but still a great trade. My second trade on it was on this candle. Got some volume pouring in. Bought for the break of this candle, looking for the curl up through the pre-market high. Actually sold early, though, on this candle. A little bit of a topping tail, some resistance. Re-entered on this candle for the break of the pre-market high. Got a little bit of a high entry just because of these 3 topping tails. I was worried it might not work, but entered as it broke above and volume was pouring in. Got my exit on this candle as it flipped red. Honestly, kind of just lucky that I missed this trade right here. Could have easily gotten in on this candle for the break of the pre-market high, but I think I was distracted. So that's pretty lucky because ended up taking 9 trades today, 100% accuracy. Certainly my trades today did not help my risk to reward ratio. Decently small winners, but my accuracy is going to be much better after this trading session. But got in on this candle for the break of the pre-market high. This was my best trade of the day. Sold as this candle closed, but was looking to re-enter, though. Argument to be made, I shouldn't have sold at all, but I just didn't want to be greedy because this was such a low volume selling candle compared to the candles by it. But got back in on this candle anyways. Break of the pre-market high. break over this candle, sold on this candle, bit of a topping tail, showing some resistance. Could have gotten a little bit better of an exit, but still a great trade. Let's see, got my, bit of a break, and then got my next entry on this candle for the break of the pre-market high, and sold as it closed, a little bit of a topping tail, showing some resistance. Got back in on this candle for the break of the pre-market high, sold on this candle, pretty bad topping tail, showing resistance. Got back in on this candle for the first candle to make a new high. This was a little bit of a skeptical trade, but sold on this candle as it closed for a really small green trade. And that was the last trade I took on it on this account. Very, very sad. Only took one other trade on our. This trade was insane, but it was very small size because it was a bit skeptical, but still ridiculous though. I actually made exactly $1 a share on this trade. Just ridiculous. Only with 5 shares, unfortunately, but yeah, got in on this candle, breaking over this candle's high. Volume was starting to pour in, looking for the break of the pre-market high, and then looking for the squeeze potentially over Friday's high of day, which we did get pretty much instantly. Volume really poured in, and I sold as this candle closed, kind of 2 topping tails in a row, showing decent resistance off of Friday's high of day. It did break it, but yeah, plenty of resistance. Could have gotten a little bit better of an exit, but couldn't have asked for much better though. And this one actually did continue, but yeah, guys, just a ridiculous run on OCTO. I mean, just look at this again, guys. Ridiculous. And now it's just stalling out. It's pretty interesting. I would have thought that it would have dumped already, honestly. When it halted down on this candle, I was fearing for people who were in that. I was figuring it was going to open much lower, potentially even in the 20s. But it actually opened pretty much the same price and then pumped a little bit more. But yeah, just ridiculous, guys. Fighting the feeling of feeling FOMO. I really don't feel any. Really just excited to see if this will spark momentum for this week, maybe this month, maybe the rest of this year. I mean, anyways, guys, just excited. But yeah, please subscribe if you want to follow my journey. Please like if you like the way I'm doing these videos, and feel free to leave a comment suggesting videos you'd like to see or ways I could do these videos differently.